Hello, everybody. Welcome to the All Football Channel. And yes, I'm not Spanish and I'm wearing a Barca jersey. I love you. Yeah, basically, I love football a lot. So I decided to just create a channel because I see a lot of YouTubers that, they make channels about, a lot of people say, they give you news, they give you stories, rumors, but, only in one dimension, sort of, only in one perspective. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to start my own and I'm going to give you football news and information uh, from my own view and from the normal view. So let's start with the thing that nobody cares about, but because your friend's country is in it, you care about it, the World Cup. Yeah, where do we start? Germany, ha 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 ha, 7-1 your ass. Germany started the World Cup campaign in a horrific fashion against Mexico, where they lost 1-0. The squad was clearly imbalanced, the players were not at their best, and Lao's balls were not big enough for him to make enough substitutions. The players were awful. Mexico were excellent, hit them on the counter, and beat Germany very comfortably. Next game, Sweden. Who cares about Tony Cruz? Free kick, they win extra time. Problems were still there. Game after that, it was win or lose for Germany. They had to win to qualify, and if they won, they would have knocked Mexico out, which I think was going to be very unfair to Mexico. And they ended up losing in extra time to South Korea when Neuer, or actually before Neuer, they gave up a stupid goal from penalty, and then Neuer decided to play attacking midfielder, and he left the goal open, which Son went on to score. Now Germany had two clear-cut chances in the game. One for Leon Goretzka, point blank range header, he missed. Another one, Mats Hummels, point blank range, he missed. Now, a lot of people went on to blame players like Mesut Ozil and Tony Cruz and Sami Khedira, who I thought all three were actually not bad. I think the worst players were Muller, he was awful. Goretzka was also awful. That's basically it for me, I thought, because, Ozil had created the most chances for Germany. He had the highest number of take ons, so he wasn't really that awful. And Germany got knocked out for the first time since 1938 from the group stages. Now, the German FA came out to say that Löw will still have his job, he will not be fired, but they need to rebuild. I think the problem for Germany was they went to the tournament with no defensive midfielder. They were meant to, after Schweinsteiger left, it was meant to be Julian Weigl, who plays for Dortmund, but he had a very poor season and his development was stunted. So, and then Love went with a 4-2-3-1 formation, which is basically you're meant to have two defensive midfielders or one defensive midfielder and another deep line playmaker. And he went with Cruz and Khedira in the first game. Khedira has scored a lot of goals this season for Juventus, and that has been with him arriving late in the box, so he's not really a defensive midfielder. Cruz, as we all know, is not. So they were left very exposed. Back four. Boateng was awful in the two games that he played. He got a red card in the last game, and they're out. And also the Barcelona stuff. But I don't think Manuel Neuer should have started. I think Ter Stegen had an amazing season and he deserved to start, but he didn't. So it's okay. Mexico went through after they got battered by Sweden, even though the goals were really kind of, shit. The game was kind of stale and dry. Next up went to Brazil, who uh it was a convincing win, but it wasn't, Brazil fashioned win. They won 2-0, a brilliant pass from Coutinho. Went to Paulinho again, who chipped the goalkeeper very conveniently, and then a Thiago Silva header. The spotlight was sort of on Neymar, and he disappointed again because it just didn't work out for him. The tricks, the flicks, his passes were all off. Everything was wrong with Neymar. It didn't work out. But they won and they beat Serbia, who had a lot of chances, especially Mitrovic, and missed all of them. They go through alongside Switzerland. Brazil top the group. Today it was Colombia who played Japan. And no, sorry, Colombia played Senegal and Japan played who was it again? Poland. Japan had 6 points already. Colombia had three. Senegal had four, and no, Japan had four. Yeah, Senegal had four. Colombia had three going into the games, and Poland had nil. So it was a must-win situation for Colombia, not so entirely for Japan or Poland. And Colombia ended up winning 1-0. Yerry Mina, oh, Barca boys on fire, man. Yerry Mina scored a thumping header to send Colombia through. Uh, they against Senegal, unfortunately, went out. I thought they played really well. I don't think they deserve to go out, but it's football. Japan also lost to Poland 1-0 through a header from Jan Bednarek of Southampton. But sorry, not a header. A good goal, good finish from Jan Bednarek. So yeah, and Japan went on to qualify in the shittiest of rules, which was yellow card stuff. Absolutely awful. I don't believe in that. Next we have England. It's coming home, boys. It is coming home. Yeah, England are going to play Belgium today. Belgium have made a host of changes. But the thing is now, with Germany out, whoever finishes second will probably have the best fixtures because you're probably gonna face Japan. Yeah, I'm sorry. Who you're probably gonna face Sweden. You're gonna face Colombia if you finish second, and then Sweden. Yeah. So it seems like it's better than facing Brazil in the other side. Yeah, so I don't know what the managers are going to do. For me, if it was me, I would try to get second and then just play some second string players, which is probably what Martinez is doing. Why? Because he has been saying, I'm gonna make subs, I'm gonna make subs, maybe since after their last game. So probably they will finish second and have the easier route. But whatever happens to England. And finally, we're going to touch on a bit of transfer stuff. No football video is complete without transfer stuff. Now, uh, let's see. First transfer rumor that we have. No, Naby Keita. Not transfer rumor. Naby Keita has already completed his move to Liverpool. He had an interview yesterday with Liverpool. I think the deal is worth 48.5 million pounds, which is a very good fee for a very good player. They've already gotten Fabinho. They're now reportedly hunting Asensio, who has now said, I would not speak about these rumors until after the World Cup. So we'll see whatever happens. Nobody gives a shit. Asensio, he's not leaving Real Madrid. Next up, we have SMS, Sergei Milinkovic Savic, who got knocked out to Serbia and has now said that he's going on a holiday and he's going to go back to Lazio where he has a contract. Basically saying, uh, if you want me, come and get me. He's giving us come and get me sign, the holiday stuff, blah blah blah. He's probably going to end up going to either Real Madrid or United or somewhere. There have been strong links with many teams. He's a very good player. He's sort of a dynamic attacking and holding midfielder, scored a lot of goals last season, made some goals. So he's a very good player to have on your team. So I'm sure a lot of teams will try and go for him. Next up, we have the normal, Robert Lewandowski got knocked out with Poland, and he also, if you can remember, had a transfer merry-go-round saying he wants a new challenge. But Bayern can hold him to his contract and prevent him from leaving. But when you have a player that's a sort of a superstar and is unhappy, it's not going to be really good for you. So yeah, that's basically it. It's the World Cup, so transfers are not really going through. There are not a lot of transfer rumors, just little stuff here and there. But we'll touch on more of this. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.